Shakeemah Smith, a woman who was betrayed and left alone in a foreign country by her 10-year-long best friend, got $1.5 million after a year of the tragic incident. How did that happen? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you the story of Shakeemah Smith and how she made $1.5 million after the tragic incident. This woman was even mentioned in Forbes magazine, Essence, Business Insider, and TV talk shows in the USA. If you don't know this, you're missing out. Now, let's start with the story of Shakeemah Smith. Have you ever been ditched in a foreign country you're not familiar with? That's the heartbreaking story of Shakeemah with her best friend. Shakeemah was just celebrating her birthday in Amsterdam with her lady best friend. Then, her best friend gets a text from her ex-boyfriend asking for money. She told her not to give his ex anything, thinking he was just using her. Her best friend got quiet, and after that, they went downstairs to smoke. Her best friend had a rough history with her ex. She just gave his ex $42,000 for a condo, only to be kicked out with her dogs in the middle of the night. Then again, her ex asked her to fly with him to Egypt while they were in Amsterdam. Shakeemah said to her best friend that if she wanted to be with him, fine, but don't give him any more money. That night, her best friend went downstairs again to get some fresh air. The next morning, hotel security knocked on Shakeemah's door. Unknowingly, her best friend checked out, leaving her behind. When she called her best friend said she left and hung up, claiming that his ex loved her. Shakeemah was shocked, at the same time scared of being left in Amsterdam alone. And that was her first solo trip by accident. She ended up flying home, crying, feeling betrayed by a 10-year friendship. She went back home thanks to her mom. She never imagined that a betrayal experience would change her life. Shakeemah loves traveling. Money is not her concern. Just the fear of going to other countries she's not familiar with. And that's a problem for 99% of the ladies. Still, nothing can stop her. She listed down everything a lady would need in either solo group or group trips. Then, she started traveling solo, pushing through fear, and it turned into something big. Within 19 months, Shakeemah made $1.5 million, all from that one abandoned trip. Now, let's talk about the steps on how Shakeemah made $1.5 million from her betraying experience. Step 1. Have you ever felt like fear was holding you back from reaching your goals? The dream of traveling the world but feeling paralyzed by the thought of going alone. That's exactly what happened to Shakeemah, but she didn't let her fear win. What she did was to grab a 5-subject yellow notebook and started writing down everything that could go wrong. What if I got sick? I needed charcoal pills. What if there was an emergency? I got the US Embassy's number. Just like that, she prepared for everything and she headed straight to Paris, France. In Paris, she was surrounded by tourists and felt a sense of safety and belonging. She wasn't the only one there on an adventure, and that eased her nerves. Paris was just the beginning. That one trip turned into a journey across 87 countries, with 82 of those trips taken solo. Yes, 82 countries on her own. And it all started with facing her fear head on. I know many people want to start side hustles, but let fear stop them. Like, what if I fail? Is the market too crowded? Does anyone want to hear what I have to say? These questions can paralyze us, turning a year into 2, 3, or more filled with regret for not starting sooner. But doing it scared can open doors you never imagined. For Shakeemah, it led to a $1.5 million business. She didn't start solo traveling as a side hustle, but just to see the world. Unexpectedly, women began reaching out to her, curious about her solo travels. From that day, she didn't know that was the start of her new career. Step 2. She just took that first trip to Paris without any intention of making money from it. And by the time she reached her 34th country, Johannesburg, South Africa, Shakeemah suddenly realized that she was answering the same questions from women week after week. So she decided to create a course to help them. It took 3 months to make her very first sale, but she didn't give up. She's posting on Instagram and Facebook every day, texted everyone, and kept pushing. Her first customer called back 6 months later to tell her that she had visited 6 countries using the online course. That customer didn't initially reveal that she was a freelance writer for Forbes magazine, and the customer said, "Shakeemah, I wanted to write an article about you. The focus will be how you are changing the way women travel." That one sale led to features in Forbes USA, followed by Essence and Business Insider, all within a week. Shakeemah even signed a non-disclosure for a TV show. If she stopped at month 4, feeling discouraged by the lack of sales, she would never have met her very first customer or gained the exposure that followed. This taught us a lesson: you never know who's watching you. Keep pushing, even when it seems like no one is listening. Step 3. To create a successful course, you need to know your audience. In Shakeemah's case, she wanted to help women who were afraid to do solo traveling. Their biggest concerns were safety, budget, and having a good time. By addressing these issues directly in the course, you can make it valuable. In addition to the course you made, improvements are a must. And to do that, you should understand your audience pain points and ask them directly. You can join in groups where your target customers hang out, like Facebook groups for single mothers or travel enthusiasts. Conduct polls and engage in discussions to find out what's holding them back. Once you identify the problems, offer clear solutions. For women worried about safety, Shakeemah provided tips on how to stay safe while traveling solo. For those concerned about the cost, she also shared how she managed to travel 52 out of 82 countries for free. And as you notice in today's digital era, AI is a very powerful tool. Use platforms like ChatGPT or Gemini to generate ideas and understand your market better. Ask for common problems in your niche and get a list of potential pain points to address in your content. Step 4. The best way to build your online presence is to create a website. It's your space to direct people from social media and capture their email addresses. Email lists are very important. They allow you to maintain contact with potential customers even if social media platforms are down. And to make people give you their email addresses, offer something valuable for free, like an ebook or a travel voucher. Make sure your website is simple and efficient in capturing these leads. Once your website and email list are set up, focus on promoting your course. Reach out to admins of relevant groups and propose collaborations. Offer them a share of profits for advertising your course to their members. This can significantly boost your sales. Also, keep posting on social media, engaging with your audience, and provide value. The right person might just be watching, waiting for the right moment to help you make your big break. Step 5 is what you're waiting for: pricing your course. Pricing can be very tricky, but think about the value you're providing and what your target audience is willing to pay. Start with a price that reflects the value your course offers and adjust based on feedback and market demand. What I want you to do is embrace the process. From creating your course to getting it out there, each step requires dedication and persistence. Use tools like Canva to create professional-looking resources easily and efficiently. If you watch it until now, it means you're really dedicated. And I believe you have the power to turn your dreams into reality. Face your fears just like Shakeemah. I already gave you everything to start off, but I will give you something more. I mentioned that you needed to enhance your online presence, right? I got you. Watch our other videos on how to start and grow your YouTube, TikTok, and IG accounts. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.